The storm over the fjord thickened. Every crash of wave and thunder shook the docks as Elsa and the spirits held the shadow army at bay. But Anna, Kristoff, Bruni, and Sven sprinted across the frozen fjord toward the tower of black ice. The spire loomed higher with each step, jagged, unnatural, as though it had clawed its way out of the earth. Violet light pulsed from its cracks, and the air around it hummed like a heartbeat. Anna's boots slid against the slick black ice as she reached the base. The entrance was a jagged archway, no door, just darkness yawning inward. Bruni hissed nervously, fire flickering along his tiny scales. "I don't like this place." Kristoff tightened his grip on his axe. "Yeah, me neither. But we're here. Let's finish this." Anna nodded, raising her frostfire bow. Together, they stepped into the shadows. The air inside was colder than even Elsa's magic. Every breath turned to frost in the air. The walls pulsed faintly, like veins carrying dark energy upward. The floor shifted beneath their feet. At first, Anna thought it was just ice cracking. But then the walls moved. Faces pressed against the black surface, silent and screaming, as if trapped within. Shadows peeled themselves off the walls, taking shape, twisted soldiers with jagged weapons, their bodies half-formed. "Traps," Anna whispered. "This whole place is alive." The shadows lunged. Kristoff swung his axe, shattering the first, while Bruni spat fire, lighting the walls with sparks of orange and blue. Anna fired arrow after arrow, frostfire explosions echoing in the chamber. But for every shadow that fell, another clawed its way from the wall. "We can't fight them all," Kristoff shouted. Anna's eyes darted upward. The shadows weren't trying to kill them, they were stalling them. "We run," she ordered. "Now!" They bolted down the corridor. Sven charged ahead, hoofs clanging on black ice. The shadows gave chase, their howls echoing like a storm. The corridor opened into a vast circular hall. At its center, a spiraling staircase of jagged ice led upward. But surrounding it were mirrors, dozens of them, tall as trees. Anna slowed, her reflection staring back at her. But as she looked closer, her reflection smiled on its own. The mirror Anna stepped out of the glass. Her eyes glowed violet, her frostfire bow twisted into black ice. Behind her, mirror versions of Kristoff and even Bruni emerged. "This is bad," Kristoff muttered. The false Anna raised her bow. "She will fail," it said in a hollow echo of Anna's voice. "I am what she cannot be, strong without hesitation." Anna's real hands trembled. The arrow she held glowed faintly, but she felt the doubt creeping in. As the mirror Anna aimed, Bruni leapt onto Anna's shoulder. He squeaked fiercely and flared into a burst of fire, his flames casting bright orange across the chamber. The mirrors wavered, their surfaces rippling. "Light," Anna gasped. "They're weak to light." She raised her bow again, this time not aiming at her reflection, but at the mirrors themselves. She loosed an arrow, which exploded in frostfire against the glass. The mirror shattered, the false Anna dissolving into mist. Kristoff grinned. "Got it." He swung his axe in a wide arc, smashing another mirror as Bruni spewed flames across two more. Sven reared up, smashing his hooves into the glass. One by one, the false versions fell, until the chamber was filled only with broken shards and silence. They didn't wait. Together, they raced up the spiral staircase, the tower vibrating around them, the heartbeat like pulse growing faster. At the top, a massive door of black ice awaited, its surface covered in runes glowing violet. The energy radiating from it was so strong that Anna staggered. Bruni whimpered. Sven pawed the ground nervously. Kristoff placed a hand on Anna's shoulder. This is it, isn't it? Anna nodded, her eyes burning with determination. Nerix is inside. And we're not leaving until we end this. She raised her bow, ice and fire swirling into the arrow as she aimed at the runes. With a deep breath, she let go. The arrow struck. The runes shattered in a flash of white light. The door began to crack open. And from the darkness beyond, a voice whispered, low, cold, and cruel, "So, the little queen's sister dares to enter my heart."